This is our water system in Costa Rica. We have a concrete cistern that holds a lot of water and a submergible pump that pumps the water up over 800 feet to our house. Unlike city water in the United States and everywhere, we have water that we have to pump to our house, and then from the house there's another pump that pumps the water into our house. The problems we've been having is the high pressure problems of leaking, especially on the elbows, because the elbows seem to be very weak and they're schedule 40 rather than schedule 80. Schedule 40 is for residential. When you have a really good pump system like a submergible pump that's manufactured by Evans in the United States, like a 2 horsepower, it has high compression. It requires schedule 80, which is for high compression, not schedule 40 for residential. So we've been having problems with our pipe on the elbows that are schedule 40 and white PVC of breaking and the pressure cracking, because they cannot withstand the pressure that's needed to take the water up 800 feet. So we're going to show you our solution. We're going to show you how this works for other people in Costa Rica that may be having the same problem. Whether or not you have moved here, you have bought an existing house, you've got to do repairs on it, or you have purchased a brand new house, you're having a house built. If you're having a house built, a swimming pool, be sure that you get Schedule 80. Be sure that the elbows that you have are metal, not PVC plastic, because that is your weak point. Once you solve that and you have metal like stainless steel elbows where the water can't compress at those turns, that's where you solve the problem. If you have Schedule 40 PVC, then you're likely going to have a problem because that PVC is eventually going to wear down. Now, especially if the system ever gets hot, because PVC is soft. It will melt from high heat. So if the system ever runs hot, it can upset your entire PVC system at Schedule 40. Whether Schedule 80 with the metal on all the elbows, it prevents that from happening. So this is very important information. This is the lid that goes down. I'm going to put it down now so you can see more. Okay, we want to show you something else to be very cautious of. Where this lid fits on the tank, you'll notice like that. In fact, we need to have this repainted and cleaned up, and that's one of the things we're going to be doing. But right here, you pull this edge up. Well, this edge comes up like this, and we'll push it back like this. It slings back on a hinge. Now, one of the times we had this leak, I pulled the hinge up like I showed you, and I didn't notice, but in this crack right here, from here, a small Fer-de-lance snake was laying here, a baby, one of the most poisonous snakes in Costa Rica. And if someone were to be bitten by that snake, they have 45 minutes to maybe 55 minutes to get to the hospital to get antivenom, or they will die. They will still have problems even after the antivenom because it decays the skin. It's a very dangerous, comparable to the Texas diamondback rattlesnake. They look almost the same except without rattlers. They have the diamond-shaped head. Now, that was one time. So I chopped the head out of that snake, and I came back here. The next time I came back, opened it up, and there was one back here. And it started to get away from me, and it fell down into the water. So the only thing we could do, we had to get out of the water because they don't belong in water. They don't like living in water. It's not natural for them. So we got a net, actually off the swimming pool skimmer, and used that to get the snake out of the water, and then we chopped its head off. So that's two snakes in 2 days, and the third day of the work, I come down here, and lo and behold, I'm walking around, and another snake's same size drops out of the tree into the bottom of the concrete over here. So again, I have to kill that snake, get rid of it. And these, as I say, these are very poisonous snakes. So you need to watch out for that. You need to keep, like now, leaves. We keep leaves away from here. We try to keep it clean. See around it, because a leaf like this size of a leaf, a single snake can be under that leaf, a baby snake, and be poisonous to you. So, you know, you want to be very cautious. You want to wear shoes, maybe bring a machete out with you, because you got to be cautious when you're working in Costa Rica. One of the most important items to own is a ladder like this that is light and you can put down into the concrete cistern to do the work to repair the leaks in the PVC. You might understand that when we say forever young, you're looking at a man that's 78 years old that does this stuff himself along with Betty, and we keep active, we keep healthy by repairing things ourselves. And also we want to save money, because what people don't realize many times in Costa Rica, like the two of us came here and we're living on a limited amount every month. We live on our Social Security, and we worked hard to get that, and it's owed to us, but we spent a lifetime of working to get that. So people that move here on the Social Security and they're going to live here, they need to do things that's going to save them money rather than spending all their money, because this is very important for them, for their life. And you know, the most important thing you got in Costa Rica, one, you want to come here for clean water. You want water that's good, and Costa Rica is known for water that's clean. You want clean air, you want sunshine, you want pura vida, pure life. And that pure life is how you stay young, because people living in cities, even the United States, they live in cities and they may get convenient water to them, but there's someone coming out fixing it, so they sit in a chair watching television, football or whatever, and they get out of shape, they get lethargic, and their body can't handle it. To get down in this tank to work on it, you can't have a big stomach, or you can't get down in there. So it takes exercise, it takes staying in shape. Being at 78 years old, like Betty and I are, we're born as war babies in 1945, war babies. So that's what we know about Costa Rica, and the reason we came here is because of the clean water and because of the clean air and the sunshine and the beauty, the natural beauty. The other thing that we use is this sump pump. This sump pump's very important because we want to get the water out of our concrete tank, and we also have a rope. Now the rope we can use to tie things down, but we also take this rope and we tie it onto this sump pump so we don't lose it. Put it down the bottom. We have electric up here in this part, put the electricity on, sump all the water out. You'll also need to have a light. A light like this is very good. This is underwater design, and you have a lariat where you can put it over your head when you're down there working, so you can see what you're doing if it's that dark. Usually it's very dark in these tanks. Next thing you have is a saw to cut through the PVC pipe. So for example, on this Schedule 80 nipple, you cut through the half of it. So okay, as you can see, I've taken the 6-inch nipple, thread on both ends, Schedule 80, and I have cut it into 2 3-inch pieces. I've used sandpaper to sand it around for abrasive. Okay, next I put the Teflon tape around the nipple. Doesn't require lot, just to get it covered good. Then take it and by hand into the metal elbow, stainless steel, and once you get it as tight as you can by hand, you want to turn it 1, 2, 3 more times with a pair of channel locks or a pipe strap. The other end will be done the same way to complete installation. Now you can see the difference in the thickness. The thickness of this Schedule 80 commercial grade high pressure is twice as thick as the Schedule 40 residential. So what this will eliminate? The strength. So therefore, coming through here on the pressure will eliminate cracking from PVC. They like to use here, they'll use a plumber's wrench. Now, the secret of this is do not over tighten PVC. If you put 2 pieces of PVC together and you get it too tight, then you're going to end up stressing that PVC. And so this is Schedule 40, but it follows this way. You want to keep it where there's no repairs in the middle or anything. You want to keep the whole system as seamless as possible. The more that this is cut, the more it's glued. Those are areas that can have problems. So the more seamless you have in your flow of water, the better your system is, the more reliable it is, the less problems you have, and the less money you spend on it. You see, this is the tube that goes in the sump pump, and you'll be seeing the water being pumped out of this tank. Now you can see where the electric cord is going down to the sump pump and the rope to secure the sump pump. And you can see the pipe attached was now pumping water out of the tank, which will empty it. So we can go down and repair the break that's in the PVC elbow of the Schedule 40 that's spraying everywhere. So we follow this over here, and you can see what this does, the line. Here we have getting the water out so we can make it dry and easy to work on. But we still have to go down the ladder into the dark tank. Okay, as you can see, all the water's been pumped out of the tank by the sump. Now, I'll be going down in this hole to take a look at the break in the PVC pipe. Betty is videotaping this. She's a videographer because she doesn't want to go down in the hole, and I don't blame her. So here we go. See, if you got to be skinny to do this, see, not a lot of room. You go down, feel around what you got going. Okay, down here. All right. There you are. Now the next step, I'm gonna get my feet wet. Now I'm down in the tank. Here's the Evans. You can see the Evans 2 horsepower submersible pump. It's been 1 piece of pipe, PVC. Schedule high pressure. See, coming up. It's seamless. And here, right here, this is where the problem was. This is what's been spewing out because it needed to be metal. It cannot withstand the high pressure. It comes over here, and there is another right here, which is a better elbow than the other. Here, take a look. See this here? Oh, we got light over here, and here's the lighter out. So we're going to go out this way. Somewhere. Betty, are you out there? Yep. Okay, I'm coming out.